Hi everyone, my name is Marcia Canestrano and my business is Shakti Soul Coach. And so I'm an Akashic record reader, a Kundalini yoga teacher, and my main guide right now is Mother Mary. And so I've been doing a lot of guided meditations, visualizations, and light code activations through guidance that she has been giving me. Now, what is coming through about this new moon in Leo is really important. It's according to the astrologers I've been listening to, it's like a game changer. It's a life changer if you so choose, and if that's part of your path. So I was really guided to do a pick a card reading for the new moon in Leo. And just so you have an overview, please, you can go and check out Coyote Star Astrology, the Leo King, Tanya Gabrielle, Pam Gregory. Those are a few of my favorites, and they go much more in depth in the astrology. I love the astrology, but in this lifetime, I'm not a professional astrologer. So anyway, go check them out if you want more in-depth information. But what I will do is give you an overview of what Leo is about. First and foremost, it's a new moon. So the new moon is about new beginnings. It's a great time to set intentions and plant the seeds. And so Leo is about our creativity. It's about celebration and having fun. It's the sign that rules love and it rules romance. It's the sign of also our leadership and our courage. Remember that Leo is the lion. And so it's the king of the jungle or the queen of the jungle. And so these are basic, a few basic things that we can be focusing on, if you will. Also, too, it has to do with dignity and determination. So those are also great qualities. This is a book that I was gifted, like 15 years ago, about new moon astrology. And so it's a really good basic guide by Jan Stiller to just, find out the qualities of what each sign is. And also too, she actually gives you ways to word, if you're into, she gives you a template of how to write intentions to manifest in the new moon energy, to start your new beginnings. And so, you can check that out too. And just know that I am an Amazon affiliate, so I do get a little prosperity in my pocket on qualified purchases. Okay, my dears. So I actually love this kind of energy. I love Leo. I mean, it's a sign of love. Who wouldn't love love, right? And so, since we're all to the source of all, and in my book, the source of all is pure unconditional love. So this is a time where we can really even connect deeper to our, be in our higher selves and connect deeper to the source of all that is in whatever form it takes for you. So I'm going to introduce the decks now. So the first deck, this is going to be deck number 1. Here, I'm going to get it a little bit out. There we go. So you can just see it a little better. Perfect. And so this is the back of the deck. This is Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle. This is awesome. I love this oracle. It's one of my go-tos. And so with this oracle, I chose all of mine very specifically through guidance. And this oracle, we're using this. It does have lion imagery in the image of the goddess Sekhmet, who is the Egyptian goddess of, she's the lion-headed Egyptian goddess who is very fierce. She's about sacred rage and giving us courage and getting us motivated. Also, too, this deck has a lot of Egyptian mystery energy to it. And we all know, because of the 8/8 portal on Lionsgate on August 8th, that we were really in that energy of Sirius. And Sirius is the home planet, according to some teachings, of the Egyptian mysteries and the Egyptian pantheon. And so that's why this deck definitely came. These are all oracle decks, by the way. This one's an oracle. And then we're going to use the Messenger Oracle by Ravynne Phelan. And this one is pretty new to me, and I was really drawn to it. This is a very different kind of energy. Here's the guidebook, and I was really drawn to this one because it does have this beautiful image of the lion in it. And this energy is definitely more of a Celtic, shamanic, pagan kind of energy. They do have the pentacle on the front representing the 5 elements. So, you know, feel into that and see if that's the right one for you. Okay. And last but not least, we've got the Art of Love Tarot by Denise Jarvie and illustrated by Tony Carmine Salerno. And since Leo is a sign that rules love, I had to add a tarot deck. So we have 2 oracles. The first 2, number 1, Work Your Light Oracle. The one with the Sisterhood of the Rose, very Magdalene energy, Egyptian mystery energy. Number 2, this beautiful Celtic, shamanic, earthy energy, Messenger Oracle. And then we have the Art of Love Tarot as number 3, okay? And this is a tarot deck that has been written really in a very high vibrational way using Tony Carmine Salerno's gorgeous artwork, focusing more in that energy of love. Okay, everyone. So, as you begin, some of you may already know which deck you want, but as we begin, placing your hands on your heart center and just closing your eyes down here for a moment, calling in the guidance that loves you unconditionally in your higher self, and just clarifying which message is for your best and highest good and the best and highest good of all for this new moon in Leo. And just breathing into that. Is it number 1, Work Your Light? Number 2, Messenger Oracle. Number 3, the Art of Love Tarot. Okay, everyone, and inhale. And exhale. And just know if you have more than one number come up, then you know, it's certainly, you're not breaking any rules. This is all about your intuition. Some of you may be like, oh, I want all 3 messages. And some of you are like, no, just 1. So please follow your intuition. So this message is a message that really opens up on August 18th at 7:42 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So that's LA time. And then Eastern Time, New York time, it will be 10:42 p.m. on August 18th. And then if you go over to Europe and Africa, it's going to be on the 19th. So just so you know the time frame of it. Now, the new moon is really potent for the first 8 hours, and then it becomes, it's still really super potent to set intentions within the first 48 hours. But this whole cycle will still last until we get to the new moon in Virgo, which will be right around this time in September. So probably right around the equinox, huh? So anyway, let's begin with our message. We're going to start with number 1, and there'll be timestamps. I'm going to do timestamps for you all. So we're going to start with the Work Your Light Tarot, the Work Your Light Oracle, and to see what our first message is. So our first message for, this is a foundational base message of the current situation for our new moon in, ooh, Leo. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the current situation, this is your inner temple card. This is about devotion. This is about undertaking spiritual practice and using your intuition, my dears. Now, when you look at this card, it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so for those of you who have chosen this deck, this is about these portals that have been opening all this year. I mean, 2020, it's almost like they're showing me the 2 zeros. Those 2 zeros in 2020 are like portals themselves that we've been walking right through. So you see this amazing gateway, this amazing doorway here. They're telling me that the first portal that all of you may have been working with was the 444, the 444 portal on April 4th, 2020. And so anything that you did ceremony around, any intentions that you set, any wishes that you had, anything even new that you did in your life, maybe even a new job or a new, that was about the time when, this big pause started. And so there were changes in everybody's life. And so whatever change, especially for the better, that occurred in your life, this portal is taking us, this new moon in Leo is taking us even farther into a more expansive portal for everybody's best and highest good. So also too, it's not only just the 444 portal, it was the 88 portal. It was, any of the big, sacred days that you may personally be celebrating. It could be your birthday, okay? It could be the equinoxes, the solstices. We had those 3 eclipses. I mean, it's just been doorway after doorway after doorway after doorway. And so, you see on this card, I hope you can see on this card, yeah. See those steps? See those steps leading right up and through, my dears, that portal? The steps have been everything up until this moment, and then we walk through this gateway. We're walking through this doorway in this new moon in Leo for all of you. So, what I forgot to mention at the top is that Uranus, the planet Uranus, which is in Taurus, is going retrograde. And so this, Uranus has a huge influence right now. It is a game changer. It is the planet of revolution, of surprise, of of consciousness though too. And it's of the future. It's a planet of the future. It's in Taurus, the material world, the earth realm. Okay? So those of you really this is a time through the guidance that you've been receiving to create. Remember, Leo's about creativity, to really create and move through this portal if you so choose. And it could be huge. For some of you, it could be absolutely huge. You're just launching your new business, right? Or it could be something like, going within, because this is the inner temple. The inner temple can be bringing revolution or evolution, gentle revolution, sacred revolution. Let me put it that way. Sacred revolution, gentle revolution into your lives, or evolution in. Whether it's revolution or evolution, it's both sacred. However you feel it's for your best and highest good. So, I got a lot of fire energy, and I work a lot with Kali. And by the way, Kali's here because this is kind of her, this card doesn't look like a Kali card, but it's this energy of really walking through in this fire energy of Leo and being able to walk through this new doorway. Okay, we all have this opportunity to do this. And it can be very, very subtle. It could be about your inner, developing, maybe developing a new spiritual practice, or just starting journaling. It could be very subtle. It could be very much about the inner journey, this doorway, because look, it is going to the cosmos. It's going to the cosmos. So it goes to wherever it is most needed. Remember, this is about leadership too. This can be a doorway for a lot of you to step into leadership. I know there are a lot of people who I've been working with who are, they're they're really, they're really going, oh boy, we're clearing something, okay. They're really stepping into being motivated and having the courage to really step up and lead in whatever way, shape, or form it suits their path for their best and highest good, according to their soul. So this is a soul alignment moment. Let's put it that way. It's a soul alignment moment, this new moon in Leo, for all of you who have chosen the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay? Wow. Wow. I almost feel like, oh, I almost don't want to do the other two because, this is so powerful. So, but what I am going to do is we're going to do a 2-card reading. And so we're going to do, what do you need to know? What more do you need to know about this? Or what can you literally do? So what more do you need to know? What can you do? Oh, woo, we got a whole handful. Let's have 1 card, please. 1 card. What more do they need to know? What more do you need to know? Okay, there we go. Oh, baby. Okay, I do almost feel like stopping here, but I'm going to give everybody all 3 because this is a great start. That's all I have to say. Okay, for all of you, number 1, Work Your Light Oracle. You are birthing a new age. Remember, we just talked about you walking up the steps through all of these sacred days, all these portals, all this energy of 2020. This is where it leads. This is what's on the other side. Birthing a new age. And however this shows up for you, this is a creative process. Leo is about creativity. So however creativity is showing up for you, and it can be building a new business, starting to do your artwork, whatever it is, channeling an oracle deck, writing a book, gathering people online, or it can be really in your family life too. It can be setting the intention to build a stronger family unit, maybe filled with fun, more connection, more love, okay? But just know that everybody, and look at that, I just love these 2 cards together because it almost looks like when you walk through this portal, this is what's on the other side, all of this. And there you are, whether you're female or male watching this, this is you in the middle of the labyrinth. In the middle of the labyrinth, receiving the highest of divine guidance. We talked about that this was a time for all of you to be this is an opportunity to be in soul alignment. There's no more soul alignment than this. I mean, to me, this is the pinnacle of soul alignment, is birthing a new age. If you're watching this, you are certainly an Aquarian being, and you are here for a great purpose. And that great purpose doesn't mean it's going to manifest in earning you millions and you being on a worldwide stage. What it can mean is that you have the greatest of effect through your auric field as a beautiful divine being of light for one person. It can be that simple. So anyway, beloveds, very powerful, very powerful. And boy, the guides are like, whew, the guides are like wishing you so much love on your journey, and they are blessing you for this. Okay, that is message number 1. Okay, everyone, message number 2. Here we go. This is, I'm going to just give you a recap, the Messenger Oracle. There we go. The Messenger Oracle. Everyone who chose number 2, focusing on the message for the new moon in Leo, knowing that this will start Pacific time, which is LA time, Vancouver time, San Francisco time, 7:42 p.m. August 18th. and then go for the entire new moon cycle, mostly stronger in the first 48, first 8 hours and the first 48 hours. Okay. Okay, so one card for the new moon in Leo. What is the foundational message for the new moon in Leo for everyone else? Oh, that came right out, didn't it? Okay. Oh, wow. Huh. Do I love this? Embrace the masculine. This is, I believe, a traditional imagery of the green man. So this is very Celtic. Embrace the masculine. And I just love the fact that the green man is surrounded by all this beautiful green energy, all the greenery of the earth. Oh, embracing the masculine. This is really a very potent time. You know, Leo is considered a masculine symbol. And when we think of Leo, we think about the lion, you know, and we think about the male lion, the one with the mane, right? And we always say king of the jungle. And so this is the opportunity for the divine masculine to really rise. And whether you're a female listening to this or a male, it does not matter, because it's the positive, very positive, very holy qualities of the divine masculine that are coming through here. This is a doorway to open that up. I mean, that's the revolutionary aspect of Uranus in all of this at play, because what Uranus is able to do, it's the game, you know, it's a game changer. It is revolution. It is the sacredness of the consciousness. So this is the consciousness being sparked in the opposing energy of Mama Earth, or let's say the complementary energy of Mama Earth, of Taurus, with the green man. So embracing the masculine allows all of us to step out of the false masculine paradigm that the Piscean and the age of Aries have truly represented, and more into the Aquarian paradigm, where we come into that balance of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine within us. So more and more of us, whether we are leaning more towards our masculine or our feminine energy, we're going to come into an even more appreciation and able to utilize the divine masculine within us, which are qualities of leadership and courage and determination. And, you know, this is the green man. He's made up of nature. So this is the heart chakra, right? The green, all that green is the heart chakra. This is the love-filled divine masculine who is here to be a way shower of the planet within every human, in whatever form, gender that you take, okay? And so we have this capability to come out of, you know, they're showing me coming out of victimhood, and, you know, it's like, it's really dissolving that old false masculine, false feminine, lower feminine energy of victimhood that a lot of all of us have experienced, probably in one way, shape, or form, in any and all lifetimes, because, you know, we played all roles, right? And so, so this is an ability right now and an opportunity right now for those of you who've chosen card number 2, message number 2, to really come into your power. This is power beyond anything that we've known. This is divinity-fueled power. This is such a strong, needed message today. And so the guides are thanking all of you who decided on card number 2 to embrace the masculine within you. Because we've been in this place of talking so much about the divine feminine, and I'm definitely one of them. I'm actually a divine feminine teacher, right? You know, with my aspects and what I've taught and what my lessons have been in this lifetime. And this, though, is making me so happy because I've been focusing, too, on really appreciating and loving my divine masculine energy. And that's another part of this, is to appreciate and love the divine masculine within us, because this is our divinity empowered. This is your get things done message. And it's heart-filled. Look at the green. Look at the green. This is power that is backed by divinity, that is representative of unconditional love. And this is the divine masculine who's in union and in unity with the divine feminine as this planet. They are not separate. They are one. They work together in tandem. And they just showed me like all of this, like all these, almost like Legos, you know, coming together for people here at this time, for this month. So this allows for a real expansion to happen in the theme particularly of empowerment and the theme of integration of the divine masculine and divine feminine within you. Okay? And now we're going to pull a second card to ask for what we need to know even more and or what to do with this embracing the masculine. Okay, here we go. What did we get? Oh, know you belong. Oh my gosh, look at that. She's such a gorgeous little white kitty with the bindi on her. Wow, that's really beautiful. Know you belong. Okay, so what do you need to do? This is about you being able to, belong, knowing in one of the Kundalini Yoga tradition with the numerology, with the second chakra and the number 2, and we've got 2 2s, right, for this entire decade. What this is bringing forward is this theme about longing to belong, okay? That's a theme that comes up with second chakra healing and with the number 2 in the tantric numerology. So, in this divine masculine, this is a time frame of big second chakra healing, big healing around sensuality and sexuality and creativity, okay? About also our passion and what lights us up, what lights our fire. And so it's also time, the second chakra can be about also purification and about emotions that are coming up and a cleansing. You know, water cleanses. The second chakra is associated with water. So, and look at that blue white of that beautiful little kitty. You know, she is representing like that water element, even though cats are associated with the element of fire. So the 2 of these are so integrated. And he's the green man, the divine masculine, represented by all of this heart energy of the green color and being of nature, which is a feminine energy. She is the kitty energy, which is a divine, is a masculine quality, or as a fire, is associated with fire, which is associated with the masculine. But she's in these beautiful colors of the water, which is representative of the divine feminine. And so this is a huge healing around the second chakra. Okay, know you belong. So knowing you belong, what this is about in the second chakra is the potential for more and more beloveds to come in and to come into sacred union. There's the potential here that know you belong on this planet, know that you have been waiting for a long time, some of us, to really like get jump started into this Aquarian Age energy. And thirdly, for those of you who are into the sacred union and that's your path for your best and highest good and the best and highest good of all, knowing that you belong in that union. And this is about trusting the divine and trusting divine timing about coming into this union. There is going to be, through this embracing the masculine, quite a second chakra healing for all of us over the next month. Okay, and Leo's like, you've got the courage to do it. You've got the motivation. You've got the determination to do it. Okay, and it doesn't mean like you have to do anything, but trust that you belong here on the planet, number one. That's always a biggie for all the starseeds and the galactics, you know, that galactic oriented people that I work with, is including me, is knowing that we belong here, right? And also just know that the Uranus planet is the planet that is associated with the galactic energy. So this is going to give all of you with starseed energy in particular more of an ability to really feel in union with the beautiful planet that you're on Mother Earth, to feel more at home, and that you didn't come here for, you know, that the mission was aborted, essentially. No, it's just we've had to wait in much more time than we're used to waiting. You know, things happen much more slowly in 3D on this Earth plane than they do in a lot of the other planets in this gorgeous universe. And so the guides are like, hold on, it's happening, okay? Trust us. And so I'm seeing a beautiful blessing of protection and motivation and hope and trust from the guides. Oh gosh, okay, so those of you, especially the starseeds, Commander Ashtar of Unconditional Love, he's one of the head honchos of the Galactic Federation. He's here right now. And so, oh my gosh, and these are like, that icy white blue is one of the colors that is associated with him and his eyes in particular. And so he's here and he's like, my people, I'm calling in my people, hold on. He's like, it's getting, we're stepping much deeper into the soul mission now. It's like everything, when you read a book, they're showing me a book. When you read a book and you have like the foreword and you have the introduction and it's like, man, when am I going to get to chapter 1? And he's like, that's what we've all been going through. Whether you're 80 or 90 or whether you are 10 or 12. This is what we've been going through, is all of us have been waiting through the foreword and then the introduction, maybe even author's notes, to get to this moment. He's saying too, the eclipses at the end of this year, I don't have the date, I'm sorry. I think they're in November. Both of them, I think they're November, maybe early December at the latest. They're right around that time frame. Those eclipses, he's like, for those of you who are still feeling like, I don't know if I belong, what am I here for? he's saying that those of you who are still in kind of this place, to know that you do belong, to hold on a little bit more. This has been a test of all of our patients, and that those eclipses, if they haven't already really sparked you, like I've really been sparked. That's why I've started this channel. But if you haven't been sparked, then you're still waiting, because, you know, Leo is that fire energy. It's that, you know, what am I passionate about? What do I want to share? It will happen at the end of the year, okay, with those eclipses. It's really going to start in 2021. So just know that, okay? And this is like a beautiful little galactic kitty who has its wings ready to fly. And so this is who you are, my beloved star seeds. Okay, this is who you are. We are, you know, Leo's about party and fun and celebration. So this new moon in Leo is like your welcome party to the cosmic age, okay? To the Aquarian age. It's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be a big part of this cosmic party now. I'm ready to grab my party hat and, you know, grab my whatever beverage of choice, you know, that you like, and go for it and just be like, yes, let's do it. And let's do it in group consciousness, right? Because you can have a party by yourself, but I'm feeling this is more even about people coming into groups, coming into community, finding your community. You know, a lot of us are, many of us are soul practitioners, and that's great. For those of you who are looking for, because the second chakra, it's that two. We're getting back to that message. You know, it's that two. It's that sacred union. It's longing to belong. It's part of a community. So coming into union with a community, with the beloved, with your own soul self, however it manifests for you. And so, yes, you're being given the blessing. And Commander Ashtar is just coming through and just saying, you know, be a little bit more patient, okay? Trust, it's happening. So that's message 2. Okay, everyone, message 3. Okay, let's recap. This is the Art of Love Tarot. Here you go, Art of Love Tarot. New moon in Leo is August 18th, 7:42 p.m. Pacific time. That's LA, that's San Francisco, Vancouver, okay? And 10:42 p.m. Eastern time, New York, DC, Florida, okay? Miami. So, and then for those of you who are in Europe and in Africa, it will be on the 19th. So just check your time zone. And the influence of this is very, very strong to set intentions within the first 8 to 48 hours. But know that this reading will go, so you don't have to like watch it on the 18th. This reading will go until the next new moon, which will be, it'll be in September. I'm not quite sure of the date, but it'll be right around, I'm beginning to really wonder if it is on equinox. It will be very close to around the equinox time. So right around the 17th, 18th, okay, of September. So okay, everyone, what is the base foundational message for the new moon in Leo for you? What is the base foundational message for the new moon in Leo for you? Okay, wow. Okay, so I have a Celtic shamanic background, so, you know, most of you know when I'm burping and yawning that I'm clearing something. So something's happening here. Okay, so one card. Base foundation for the new moon, Leo. Base foundation. Whoops, we got two there. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Interesting. We got the 10 of trees. So in the Art of Love Tarot, the trees represent the earth element. So in a traditional deck, it would be the pentacles, okay? So this is, the key word here is loyalty. To me, the 10 of trees, the 10 of pentacles has an even deeper meaning. Look at the heart. Look at the heart coming out of that tree. Look at that, and look at that beautiful maiden who is next to it. And she is really embracing this energy of Mother Nature. This is the divine feminine in its highest aspect. This is the divine feminine in pure contentment, in material abundance and prosperity. Okay, it's the completion, oh boy. This is the completion of a cycle, okay, for many of you, okay? This is the completion of like, ooh, you know, because in the tarot you do that journey from the ace to the 10. And so we've gone through the lack, we've gone through some poverty, we've gone through you know, sharing resources, but now we've reached everything that we needed to learn, all the experiences we had, and we're at this place of a pinnacle of being able to be really materially taken care of and to have faith about that. And the thing is, look at that heart that's just beaming out from the tree. This is about rooted prosperity. Okay, this is about this transformation through this gateway for the new moon in Leo of being able to really, and this is for you, but I'm feeling like anybody who's aligning with this out in, you know, the collective consciousness, that this is a time to really begin to change the mindset around lack consciousness to prosperity consciousness. And this heart in that tree is rooting it. And they're showing me, you know, all the roots of the trees throughout this entire planet are all connected. And they're showing me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, my Kundalini's rising. I'm getting so hot here just talking. They're showing me that the tree energy is bringing this down to earth. And that especially any of you who have actively received light code activations this year in particular, that part of that light code, and I feel most of humanity is, whether you're conscious of it or not personally, because it's just the energy that we're in, but that these are being, you know, that receptivity, by the way, is this heart is within the tree. So the light codes are within you and they've just been activated. And so that's what this is representing, that this new paradigm of new thought around prosperity consciousness is really going through the entire earth plane so that it can touch everyone across this planet. And so, you know, we have that planet of Uranus in Taurus, no less, going retrograde. She went retrograde on August 15th, which was a feast day of Mother Mary, by the way. And so and of course, Mother Mary is a divine mother. She's highly representative of the divine feminine energy, right? And so there is something that is occurring in the cosmos, in the atmosphere, with this Uranus and Taurus energy that is opening the gateways for people to really be able to be taken care of. And that doesn't, when I say taken care of, I don't mean, it doesn't mean like handouts. What I'm saying is it's not coming from the outside, it's coming from the inside. This is an inside job, okay? And this loyalty, part of the loyalty of this message is that loyalty to yourself and to this planet to provide for you in any way, shape, or form, to be able to expand upon what you have and use your creativity. We know that Leo rules creativity. And so this is about you using your creativity to be able to really embody this Aquarian paradigm of prosperity consciousness, of financial freedom and contentment with the material world, of really maybe just, what I'm getting to is the message about clearing the clutter. You know, clearing the clutter. Like, oh, we think the material, bringing in all this prosperity means bring, you know, bring it all in, you know, but just like bring it all in, right? More. And that's not what the message is at all. The message is really having your material world be filled with things that you love, that put a smile on your face, that you're so grateful for, that really open your heart and light you up. And so for some of us, it's going to be so much about clearing the clutter and getting down to like, oh, I don't need that. I don't like that anymore. I don't wear that anymore. And really allowing more energy to flow. Look at all the directions. Look at all those directions that this beautiful, the beams of the heart are flowing. They're going in every direction, right? North, south, east, west, and then forward and backward, up and down. And so, also too, there are just so many rays of it too. And just allowing yourself, let's see, I'm just curious now because I'm like, how many rays are there? Looks like there's 1, 2, 3 plus 4 is 7. There's 10 rays. So it's the 10 rays of the 10 here. 10 in tantric numerology is royal courage, okay? It's royal courage, and it has that vibration of, and I mean, if anything describes Leo, it's royal courage. It's the radiant body. It's about shining your radiance across this planet and knowing that you are protected and financially taken care of in every way, shape, or form, and that you deserve all the beauty of this that this planet has to offer, however it shows up for you in its material form, whether it's in your home or your car or you know, a boat or just nice jewelry or clothing, however it shows up in a material way. You know, in the spiritual community, we can really get into this place like, oh no, the material world, no. You know, I'm a yogi. I just forsake all of that. And it's like, dude, time to let go. Time to let go of all of those vows of poverty. And believe me, I am number one in line for that. I have released so many vows of poverty. Oh my gosh. You know, and in this lifetime, I've seen myself divinely protected and taken care of, even when I don't have any trust at all and I'm in complete lack of consciousness, okay? So, anyway, that is the foundational message is this new way of being. I keep on hearing financial freedom, financial freedom, financial freedom, financial freedom. It's like saying that over and over again, using the power of the sound current and putting it out into the collective unconscious to make it the collective consciousness. Uranus can do this. Uranus can strike the chord, light the fire to the sacred revolution of prosperity consciousness, financial freedom, and bounty for all. And so, let's pull a card to know more or just be shown what to do. love how Spirit works. Okay, our foundational message for the new moon in Leo, for those of you who chose number 3, is the 10 of Earth, right? Loyalty, contentment, just living in the prosperity, in the material world comfortably, and just really enjoying your life here on planet Earth. What do we have as the more to know or do message? The universe, expansion. The universe. Look at that lotus. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous lotus on this card. This, I love the fact we talked about how the Ace to 10 of trees is a completion of a cycle. That's considered a minor arcana card. So that's something we have more control over. This is a universal force. This is major arcana. And this is the last card of the major arcana, okay, in a cycle. So this goes from the 0 card, which is the Fool. That's the new beginnings and just, going out and exploring the world and going on a new journey. And this is the end of the journey, is the universe. So knowing the world is your oyster, knowing that we as humanity and you and I and everyone else has completed a cycle of learning to live in prosperity consciousness rather than lack consciousness. And so we are moving into this new paradigm of the Aquarian Age through this Lion's Gate. Lion, remember, the lion is the king of the jungle. Not a serf, not an employee. He's the king. And then the lioness is the queen. So this is about the kingdom, the queendom, the sovereignty, the royal courage that is now expanding to all of us through this Uranus and Taurus evolution, that we are able to really come forward and to be in a place that is filled with the peace of mind of knowing that our material needs can always be met, and to trust that, okay? And that doesn't mean that, boom, everybody's going to go out and win the lottery. That means it's a change of mindset, and that we have it all within us to work with the universal forces to embody this new way of thinking and being. This is the lotus. And the lotus is spiritual enlightenment. That's what it represents. And it represents not just like, boom, spiritual enlightenment. It represents the journey of it. The lotus grows up out of the mud, and then it surfaces and opens and blooms. So we, those of you who are listening to number 3, and we as humanity are really in this new place of being able to rise to the surface and feel that we can be divinely protected and taken care of. And so what I'm hearing, it's like I'm filming, but I'm hearing, like, wow, we've got this big pause. We've got this situation happening. And this is the fun, creative element of it. Is, okay, remember we've got this huge heart coming out here. This is you. This is you. This is you. This is you. You have all the opportunity to really use your creativity through focusing on what you love to be able to expand into another level of the awareness of what you have to bring to the universe. And also too, I'm hearing, especially for all the light workers and healers, and this is really for everybody though, because coming from the heart center, we're giving, and this is the cycle of giving and receiving. giving and receiving, giving and receiving. For those of us who've been hoarding our gifts, and I'm at the front of that line. This is all these readings are, I'm sure all about me too, right? Because I'm at the front of that line. And so for those of us who've been hoarding our gifts, or, being like, oh, I don't know if I want to put myself out there, or I don't feel comfortable, or, oh, I don't really have that much to say. This is that doorway, that creativity is opening up for all of us now, so that we are able to approach life and material wellness in a different manner than the old Piscean paradigm. Okay? This is definitely spiritually enlightened thinking, feeling, and being in trust that we have within us the ability to create through our divine genius, through our intuition, through what lights us up and creates passion within us, a new way of being, a new way of being in the world, to bring in that which will materially support us to continue to go on, to move forward. And all that we create is always for the best and highest good of all. And so in this last message, you are very much able to really know that you've reached the end of a cycle. And you have learned much. You've had many experiences all around what the material world's all about, right? And how do I as a material person, as a human body on this earth plane, living in a material world, also integrate the spiritual nature of who I am. Well, this is the integration of the divine masculine and divine feminine. Loving and appreciating every part of us, the consciousness of the divine masculine, and the love in the material world and the body of the divine feminine. This is definitely what we are headed towards more and more. And for those of you who chose number 3, you are really opening up this doorway for humanity. And so the guides are putting their hands together, and they're bowing to you, and they're blessing you. And they're saying that all the messages that you've all been receiving, that they're encouraging you to act upon them. Okay? Act upon them. This is what it's bringing, is the expansion of the universe for you. The expansion of the universe for you. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. And have a very blessed new moon in Leo, filled with love, courage, leadership, and fun. Okay, much love. Oh, also too, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, especially for me, because I just started my channel and I want to know what people are more interested in. And this came through as the guides brought this message through, that they wanted me to pick a card. I'm like, okay, I'll just do one of these. And so, because that's how they wanted to talk. And also too, if you like it, please share it. Please share it. So much, much love to you all and many blessings. Bye now.